Hi, this is Trepacer. I wanted to do a video as myself. I did a little, you probably might have seen my little spiel and my Mega the Mad Dog spiel is the Mets have won the National League East 2015, the National League East champions, and they did it in great fashion. And I just want to say, as a lifelong Met fan, that was great. I was away for most of the game today. I had to go visit my brother, but I got home to see the ninth inning, the last of the ninth inning, and the Mets see them celebrate. And I just feel so happy for those guys, especially for David Wright, who went through all the lean years, who was here back when we collapsed in 2007 and 2008, and when we lost in 2006. He was there for that, and he been through such a struggle to get through this year, especially with his back, the condition that he had, and he fought his way back. And I'm just so happy for him, especially for David Wright, because he's just a true, genuine guy who I absolutely love that guy, and love that he bleeds orange and blue, and I'm glad that he's there to celebrate that, and he got the chance to come back and celebrate, because I think these guys are just special. I think Sandy Alston did a great job, putting the missing pieces with this team together, getting Clifford, getting Cespedes, getting Kelly Johnson, Wayne Uribe, bringing up Conforto, and getting Addison Reed as well. And he did all great moves. And I even have to give Terry Collins credit as well. I've never been the biggest Terry Collins fans, I think, but I have to give him credit. The team loves to play for him, and and it seemed like after Sandy made his moves, he'd been pushing all the right buttons in terms of putting guys in and pulling them out. And so I have to give my hats off to you, Terry Collins, and you're also another lifetime, lifer in baseball, and this is your first appearance in the postseason. So congrats to you, Terry Collins, and thank you for steering this team towards that end. So I really appreciate it. And even Matt Harvey, who I was pissed at, I have to admit I was really, when they started that innings limit thing with Scott Boras, I was really mad at him. And like a lot of fans, I wanted him traded. I wanted him gone if he wasn't going to go all out. And he stepped up today and pitched almost 7 innings today, and was the winning pitcher. And I have to give you props for that. You stepped up, Harvey, when it counted. And so I'm all in with you. And I just love this young group of guys. They have a great young group of guys with veterans mixed in there, and I think they have a great bullpen now that they're going to shorten it up for the playoffs. And I'll take our chances. I think we have a good team, and I think sky's the limit. I really do. And as a lifelong Met fan, this puts a smile on my face just to witness their joy and happiness, because those guys totally deserve it. That we as fans, we don't know. I mean, all the stuff that they go through, all the travel, all this being away from their families and stuff, and all the injuries they have to go through, and whether they go back down, get sent to the minor leagues, rung up to the big team, get traded, and the thing of it, I still like everybody else. I think that turning point of the Met season was that trade that wasn't. When Wilmer Flores that night, he cried on the field, and people just immediately bonded with him, and just and for whatever reason that trade didn't go through, and instead of getting Gomez, we got Cespedes, who just absolutely killed it. Okay, and him and Wayne Uribe and Kelly Johnson and just all the guys, Conforto, all those guys coming together. And I love our young pitching staff: DeGrom, Harvey, Matz, and Syndergaard. It was Syndergaard pitched lights out yesterday. He was wheeling and dealing yesterday, and that's if he can pitch, if he can harness that, I think sky's the limit with us. And I love our young pitching staff, young studs, even veteran Bartolo Colon, who just just held it together and was a great veteran. And I wasn't a big fan of that signing to begin with, but that signing really turned out to be one of the all-time best investments the Mets ever made. Bartolo Colon. That's because he just pitched his heart out and brought a lot to the team, teaching the younger players, and Familia, who basically looks up to him and considers him a big brother. And I also love Familia as well. Familia is really, especially when he wasn't projected to be the closer. Well, he was going to be the 8th inning guy, I think, originally, but because of certain idiots doing certain things with steroids. He was thrust into that role, and boy, did he respond to it and just stepped up. And he really, really solidified the closer role, and it's his, I think, for the next 10, 15 years. He's just fantastic. I love Familia. He has guts and determination, and I love that he pitches with emotion. He's just a fantastic addition to this team, and I love my New York Mets. And thank you, Sandy Alderson. And even I'm gonna have to, even though I was, many of the times I cursed the Wilpons. I have to honestly be, as a Met fan, I have to honestly say that I've cursed them a lot, but I have to give them credit. I have to give them for letting Sandy make all these moves that planned out. And again, thank you, Sandy Alderson, for doing these great moves. And you're a great Marine and a great general manager. And thank you, and more importantly, thank you, my New York Mets team, for winning the National League East. And I can't wait to watch you guys in the playoffs. I'm going to be sitting there. I had my friend Vince, another great Met fan, get me a National League East Champions shirt and hat, which I'll be wearing when I'm watching the games from now on. Okay, and that'll be my attire for while the Mets are are in the playoffs, and hopefully we can go as far as possible. Okay, I'm not gonna predict anything. I'm glad we're in, and I think sky's the limit for us. And again, thank you, New York Mets, and thank you very much. Thank you so much. And now I'm gonna show you about 12 photos of my New York Mets celebrating their rightfully won National League East Championship. Thank you, my New York Mets. And this is Trepacer saying so long and take care. Let's go, Mets!